Welcome back to the Daily Deer. It's day 16. No wind, no rain, no storm can teach the woods from teaching those who listen. Fred Bear. Today's episode's about the wind and playing the wind. And I gotta say, the biggest thing that changed how I hunt, the success of my hunt, how I think about hunts is the wind. And in the winter, the wind can travel, I think, a bit further than in early season. And the reason for that is, well, there's no foliage on these trees, they're bare. So there's a lot less to stop your scent from traveling. Learning which winds are the predominant wind for an area you hunt, you probably already know the predominant wind for any area that you hunt. But there are apps that can help you with that. Apps like Windy, Spartan Forge, Hunt Stand, HuntWise will all help you read the wind in relation to where you're hunting and maybe where the deer are presumably bedding and eating and all that stuff. But the other thing about the wind is you don't have to be as concerned about scent control. At least that's my particular personal belief. A lot of those synthetic sprays that smell like dirt and all those things, it's all important. You want to mitigate as much as you possibly can. But the thing that you can put in your favor the most for any particular hunt is playing the wind. And it's never perfect. It can swirl, there's thermals, can change directions. It's different where you are. So one of the things that I like to bring with me on almost every hunt is milkweed pods. And I love to see, even on your board, you can just toss some milkweed into there from your stand or your set wherever you're sitting on the ground and see where the wind is blowing. And you'll notice when you do that over the course of the hunt, sometimes the wind changes direction or it swirls or it picks up and does something different. Being mindful of that can keep you at the ready when a deer does show up. And you'd be surprised. If a deer can't smell you, that's how they see the world, is with their nose. If they can't smell you, they do the whole head bob. They look at you. They can't figure you out. If they can't smell you, they can't figure you out. If they think there is something there, they'll J-hook to figure out what you are. And they'll try to pick up your scent. You can use that to your advantage too. So the biggest takeaway for today is paying attention to what the wind is doing. And even when you're scouting off season, kind of use that and put those pieces together as best you can. And when you're kind of picking your sets, or you find a tree that you think is a good one to set up in, you can use that to your advantage too. And you think about, okay, well, this is the predominant wind for October, November, or whatever. Then you can try to figure out, well, maybe I'll sit it for this time of year, or sit this direction. I'm being very general. That's what these videos are. The Daily Deer are very generalized videos. When they're only 3 to 5 minutes, we're not going to go super deep, but these are just meant to keep you thinking and think about, how your scent travels in the winter, how it's going to go further. Pay attention to the wind, study the wind. If you want a really good resource, you can look at the points of sail. A long time ago, I learned how to sail like a sailboat, and they have what's called the points of sail. And I think when you consider the points of sail and how a deer travels in relation to wind and how it can pick up that scent, it's a whole other topic we can dive into as we continue to do this. We have a year's worth of these videos we're doing, so we'll get deeper, and some of these maybe do some continuations.